Lovely word. So let's see how this comes into your reading. Okay, so for the history, we've got Isis past life, and we've got Scorpio I transform. So this can be obviously past life aspects coming in. So more than likely the person that you're with is from a past life, or could be many past lives. You may have a twin flame, or you may be a soulmate aspect, whichever applies to you. So just apply it to your situation. So Isis past life coming in, and then Scorpio I transform. So that can apply to a past life, but it can also be aspects of your history, maybe prior to meeting each other, or if you've been together for quite some time, then it would have been in your history as a couple. So Isis past life, this situation involves your past life memories. So what you will have been dealing with in the past, or what you may be bringing in from a past life, is this. And this is about, ancient memories, fears, or whatever went down, or whatever needs to be dealt with. And if it's still within this lifetime, and it's just either your history or the history of yourselves as a couple, it's aspects of the past which come up to be dealt with, or it may be what you have come into this lifetime to work on together this time around. So with every lifetime, whether you're on your own or with other people or with this person, the soul, you build up karma. You have built up karma. And so now you will be, perhaps you didn't get around to other aspects of your relationship before. Now you're coming here together to work on certain aspects this time around. So that's what this is about. So very karmic card, obviously, aspects of your lifetimes together, or lifetime together. And what it is, it can be ancient fears. It can be difficulties from before. Just aspects that are kind of very deep, and that you need to work on them individually or together. And it's kind of a signed contract almost that you have between you to work on these issues this time around. So whatever has gone on in the past, you're coming in together now to sort things out, or to work on certain things together. It could be project based this time around. We were at a very important juncture in Earth's planetary ascension. So there are many, many, many things that are coming to light now which need to be worked on and to take us into the future. And it could be something that you've agreed to work on together this time around. So with Scorpio, I transform. It just kind of goes with this. This does have a lot of transformative energy, which does have a lot of karmic energy to do with it. So it's you're transforming aspects of either your relationship or yourselves within the relationship. You're transforming aspects of that this time around, and that has been the theme before, your history or in the past. And so aspects of this will come in. Now, this may have been power struggles. It could have been, sort of deep jealousies, deep sort of control issues or power issues may have been brought in, or you may have been grappling with that more recently, either within yourself or within the relationship. Or it could be this transformative power which becomes like regenerative or renewal. So that may have been a theme in the past, your past relationship or within yourselves. So it's dealing with all the things that have been hidden. So this can be hidden feelings, hidden emotions. It can also be past life emotions, past life issues, fears, fears of betrayal, or just fears in general. It could also have been sort of environmental. So you may have, the two of you, gone through very difficult times, or some aspect of history, and you're now coming back in again to work on aspects of that. But it's about transforming that. So anything that has been hidden or has been underneath, has not been released or come up for review, will have been coming up in your past. And that is what both of you or one of you has been working on. And that is the purpose of it all. This can be, as I said, regeneration, renewal. It can also be psychic activity. It can also be sexuality. Possibly either one of you or both of you have been working on that within your past relationships, or within this relationship from past life or current. So aspects of that, sexuality in its deeper meaning. Also, if you've been together for some time already, this is about the nuts and bolts of the relationship, how it's going to hang together, how it's going to be put together. And there's sometimes power struggles that go on there. There's issues that need to be transformed. Things need to be brought to the surface, to be looked at and released. Anything hidden comes in with Scorpio. It's also about birthing things. So this can be birthing as in new ideas or new concepts or new contracts together, or just working with old things and transforming them into new things, endings and beginnings. All of these aspects come in with Scorpio. It can also be death. So this may have been symbolic death. So this can be ego death with either of you or within the relationship. So moving to a higher level within the relationship. So going from very ego-based 3D issues, taking the relationship to the next level, which is 5D, and dealing with all the healing that goes on with that. And that is more than likely ego death. So your own personal ego, putting that aside in favor of expansion and ascension and so on. All of those aspects may have come in. It could also have been that you may have experienced some sort of death in a past life or some sort of traumatic event around that, and you're now coming in to deal with that or to air it or to rewrite it in some way. So really it depends on where you are in your relationship, what you feel, who you are, and what you're bringing into the relationship individually and together. But very strong themes have been dealt with in the past, and some of that may have been lingering in the past, but you're airing it, you're releasing it, you're working on it, you're rewriting it this time around. The recent past, Abundancia, prosperity, Capricorn IUs. So this is a very business-like energy. It's a very mature energy. So you have been maturing. So whether you've been together or you're only just starting, or whether you're bringing this in from previous relationships, but it's coming together to mature. Through the relationship or individually before you come into the relationship, or if you've been in the relationship for some time, it's the maturing of your, your connection. So, and this has kind of got a very business-like energy. So you may already be in a business together, or you may be wanting to start something together. But it's also about being resourceful. So this is recent past. So you may have had to be resourceful in some way, shape or form. You will have had to have been goal setting. Ambition would have played a part. And sort of that Capricornian energy of sticking with the path no matter what, and going from crag to crag with determination. All of those aspects that come in with the Capricorn energy. But it's a very goal-oriented energy, very ambitious, and it's about building foundations. So whether you've been doing this within your relationship or individually, and now you're going to be coming in to do this together, but it's a very resourceful energy. It's a very strong energy for building foundations for life, foundations together, or foundations within yourself, so that when you come into a relationship, you bring in a good foundation. It's all about that, foundation building. It's also very systematic. And as I said, it's that determination and resilience comes in with Capricorn. With Abundancia, prosperity, so this may have been about you, or either one of you or both of you together, working on your prosperity. Now, this obviously has a financial aspect to it, so that may have been a theme in the recent past. Or it may be that you have come into some sort of abundance in some way, shape or form in the recent past. And it's about putting that prosperity to good use. And this is where the maturity and the I use comes in, using that prosperity, whether it's abundance within the relationship. So this can be an abundance of mutual support for each other, or your own personal abundance, or abundance of love, abundance of friendship between you, or within your circle, or within your life, whatever is abundant for you, however you see prosperity for you. This can be health, and this can be wealth. This can be love. This can be support. This can be manifestation, whatever is prosperous for you, okay, in your situation. But it's putting this prosperity and this abundance to good use, which is what the Capricorn energy is all about. Really utilizing every resource, networking, contacts, everything to bring it in to create a strong foundation. So one or either of you, or both of you, have been working on that up till now. So now in the present, we have Orna, Leap of Faith, and we have Aquarius, I Know. So Aquarius is bringing the future in. This is also inner knowing. Okay, so you're kind of very guided, I would say, within this relationship, or, if you're only just starting out, then you're going to receive glimpses of the future. This is about being able to navigate trends and navigate things that are going on around you within your life or within your relationship. It's being able to see, having an inner knowing, and being able to see very clearly the route to follow. And getting glimpses of the future. As I said, it could be downloads, it could be, intuitions, it could be sort of having sudden realizations, wonderful ideas, so it's having a very sort of almost universal concept of where this relationship is going. So it's kind of very broad, very broad. And there is going to be some kind of leap of faith that is coming up in for you now. So it's saying take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. So whether this is you as a couple or you starting out within your relationship, you're only just beginning, however it applies to you, there's a lot of pink here and a lot of purple. So, this is all heart energy, and also the sixth chakra. So it's very much about vision. Visioning, and this is where the Aquarius knowledge comes in, being able to vision. So I feel what it is saying to you is that you need to actually be thinking very clearly about your future. You need to be thinking about what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, navigating a path, laying a foundation together. You're going to get a lot of support from friends and those around you who you may consider like family, even though they may be acquaintances. You're going to get a lot of support for your ideas, or for the combination of your energies together in this relationship. But there is going to be some sort of leap of faith that is required here. And this is about, taking this risk. There must be some risk element coming in for you, but there's something that that needs to be put into action. But it's a leap based on inner knowledge, and an idea or a concept or an ideal, or some sort of social or futuristic concept, or it could even be reform-based, or some sort of, it could be a project that you're working on where it's based in furthering some sort of social ideal or a reform or some sort of concept, which is going to help you and possibly others around you at this time as well. So it's also very much about personal hobbies and interests. Putting that forward and making it take you into the future. This is about dreams as well, dreams manifesting. Some sort of dream is requiring a leap of faith here. Then we've got King of Spring. This is, or King of Wands. A financial windfall, your leadership skills are needed now, an unexpected supporter of your cause. So this goes with the Aquarius card. You're going to have somebody around you, like a friend or an acquaintance, or it could even be family, but you're going to have support. Normally this is friendship based or acquaintance based, or it could be work based, but it's normally somebody that is around, or a group that is around to support you in what it is that you're doing together within the relationship, or perhaps personally for you yourself, and it's going to somehow enhance your relationship with your person. So this is somebody in the wings who's going to assist you. This is somebody that you look up to, or it could be a group of people or some sort of support base. It could be that you are pitching an idea and you're going to get support for it. And this is from this group, or this person is very charismatic, very influential, and they're just very wise, and they are, they're an influencer, or whatever it is, the contact that you're making here is influential in your life, and you look up to them, and they can give you wise counsel, or, as I said, maybe a group of friends or some sort of support network coming in for you. A financial windfall, which I feel did come in here in the recent past. There may be more coming in for you. But you're required to take some sort of leadership role within your relationship. And we've got all the same sort of colors coming in here. This lovely sort of maroons and pinks and purples all coming in. So this is some sort of leadership role, whether it's you taking the leadership within your relationship or whether you're doing this as a joint. You may be setting some sort of example for others at this time. It could be some sort of project. If you're a twin flame, that may be some sort of mission work that you're both getting involved in, or something that you're starting, or some ideal or some concept which you would like to launch or you would like to join in, whether it's environmental or personal, some sort of voluntary work. It could be anything, but it's something that is going to enhance the relationship between you at this time. We've got here conclusions are within reach. This is full moon eclipse. So full moon is always about sort of results and something coming, a result of something that you have been working on, or some aspect within your relationship which is now reaching culmination. Okay, and eclipse makes it that much more intense. So there's some sort of resolution or some sort of result or path opening up for you, or as I said, it could be a windfall, or it could be some sort of idea or vision which you are now manifesting, like a dream for you for you two as a couple, or within your relationship, or you personally. But there's some sort of conclusion or some sort of result coming in for you, and with the eclipse, obviously, it makes it that much more intense. So it's some sort of culmination or fruition of something that you have been working on. So now we've got, for the near future, we've got Ostara fertility, and we've got lunar eclipse change. So this is going to bring some sort of change into your environment. So near future, probably in the next couple of months or so, or within a 6-month period. But it's a lunar eclipse is a cyclical situation. It's the cycles of the moon. So something could come in within 6 weeks, wrap up within six weeks, or it could take place over a 6-month period. But this can be something which is sort of coming up, some sort of it can be a physical change, but it can also be some sort of cycle which is coming up. It's almost like a bubbling over. Something is bubbling over. Something is now coming into view. It may have already been there. You may have been aware of it, both of you, or it was within the relationship. Something in the background, or something which you were aware of, which was on the back burner, or you just were aware that there was something going to come of this, but you didn't have all the pieces together, or you couldn't really quite see it. But the speed and the unexpectedness of it will take you by surprise. Okay, so something coming in which will create some sort of shift of events. Either something is going to fall away, or something is going to begin, or something, it more than likely is a beginning. So whatever it may be, it could be a business, it could be physically within the body, it could be within the relationship, something new coming in, some new idea, something that's starting now. It could also be like a realization or a perception shift, but it will cause a bit of an upheaval, a bit of a shift of things, or some sort of like some sort of door closing and a new one starting to take form. But it's that transition period where you're not quite sure what's going to go down or how things are going to unfold. That is the energy of the lunar eclipse. It can be a little bit jarring, it can be a little bit unexpected or abrupt, but it really depends on where you are within yourself and your feelings. Your realization and your perception within this may be getting a bit of a review. Okay, so you may be looking at something very differently after this shift. You will be seeing something very, very differently. And yet again, we have this lovely purple energy coming in. So definitely third eye, something you're seeing, some aspect within your relationship you're seeing. It could be a pathway. It could be a pathway opening up for you as a couple, or within your relationship, or you personally. And it's going to open something up for you. And as I said, within 6 weeks or within 6 months, it will wrap up. After the initial result comes in, or something sort of shifting for you. With the fertility Ostara, this can indicate Easter. period, the Easter period. So something may manifest within that period. So that's why I'm saying in the next 2 to 3 months, I feel this is going to come out, or it may manifest, may happen now, and then you will start to find your feet by this period. So it's got Easter, the Easter period, so April, March, April, somewhere around there, or any time where there is a spring coming in, or when there is, light and life, or the light is starting to brighten. So it really depends on where you are and what is your situation. It's the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. So it can be a literal birth, an actual physical birth, or it could be the birth of an idea or a business, or the relationship coming together now into a new, a new level. If you've already been with this person for some time, it could be reaching a new level of commitment, but there will be some sort of shift, some sort of perception change, which will come in, but it could also be a physical change. Something will shift you into a new space. If you have been in a rut, or some kind of stuck somewhere, or just stuck in a way of thinking or believing or operating, living your life, this will come along to move you out of that. Okay, so whatever is going down, you just apply it to your situation, but something beautiful and new and exciting will come in, and it's going to bring in fresh energy, abundance, a lightness of being, and the sort of the spring energy, the lightness of being, and the lightness of the air and the light itself, as in sunshine, or it could be spring related, or it could be Easter related. Just see how it comes in for you.